Yo, what's good, everybody? My name is Adrian. This is the first time you're actually seeing me do something like this. I don't even ever put myself in front of a camera, but I'm going out on a limb here, and I'm gonna be documenting my journey of building my 1991 Camaro. Ever since I moved to Southern California, I've wanted to take a car up and down PCH through canyon drives and kind of just rip and run this along some of the most famous roads. And yeah, today is the day that we start this journey. What's good? Just got out of the car wash. As you notice, I'm wearing something different, looking a little different. That's because it's been 2 weeks. Insert the SpongeBob 2 weeks later.
2 weeks later.
But yeah, it's been 2 weeks since the car got originally picked up to the shop. Slight delay, but it doesn't mean it's all bad.
You just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
But we're headed over to SS Motorsports right now to go over the entire build on camera. I've kind of shared pieces of the build and like what we're doing, but you're gonna actually hear from Stevie, who's going to be building the car, SS Motorsports. I'm not mechanically inclined by any means. So I like, it'd be nice to build this by myself, but there's no way I could. But that's why we have SS Motorsports. We're gonna do a really clean build. I think it's just such a great platform, and it looks really nice. I'm getting a call, so we'll see who this is.
You're here.
If we can get the render to look good on that, from those to here.
That's easy. That's what Josh does. That's all Josh right there.
I'm telling you, that's it. That DeLorean, that sold it for me.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like, that's so 80s.
That's right.
Even though I wasn't even born anywhere close to that.
You that young?
Yeah.
When you born?
96.
Oh, goddamn.
This car is older than me.
See, that how you even? You're not even. Damn. What's up, y'all? Back at it again. Doing something a little different this time. We have a build breakdown, and I got the client with me. My boy Adrian right here.
Yo, what's up?
And basically, we're gonna do something different today because with his car, it's been probably about a year in the making of getting it in here to do this build. So might as well invite him in and talk about it. All right, behind me, I have his 1991 Chevy Camaro RS.
I apologize in advance for my behavior. When we started this ride, who knew I'd be the savior? I did. Yeah.
So this is my 91 RS Camaro, 3rd gen. I got it from my best friend from high school. Right now, it's bone stock. Nothing's done to it. I think he put a muffler in it. It's a 305. It's honestly a piece of junk. Like,
so back in 1991, this was it. All right, 305 motor, probably pushing out respectable, what, 200 horsepower? Maybe on a good day.
yeah, maybe when it's not all choked up and whatnot.
But he got it upgraded with the Z28 kit. It's a T-top, so like I said, it's a great car for the platform for what we're about to do.
So my objective for this is to be like the ultimate canyon cruiser. If anybody's familiar with Southern California, there's a canyon called Canaan, and I really wanted it to just be able to do everything. I wanted it to be able to cruise up and down. I wanted to hit PCH, you know, still show people that we can move, get out there, you know, get down and boogie.
Hold on, what's we gonna do? You know what?
Yeah,
I hate to fucking downplay this, but come over here, all right? A stock LS platform would look something similar to this. We already tore off the top end of this, but this is what it would look like. Now, Adrian's threw everything at it, starting with the front. We went with the CVF pulley drive assembly. We went with the matte black finish to kind of tie in with the engine bay. We're done with the engine bay. We're gonna have that full thing smooth, painted, so it'll look actually real show quality to showcase all the components we're putting in. Holly has pretty much ran everything on the external parts of this motor as far as intake manifold, throttle body, valve covers, oil pan, and then a few other assemblies. We got fuel rails, all that, running all that good stuff to power the motor. This motor was a stock 6.0 that had been stroked out. Basically, the number should be about a 6.7. The horsepower that we're expecting to get out of this thing, close to the range of 550, hopefully 6. But like you said, the objective is to be able to keep up with all the newer stuff, Hellcats, Mustangs, Vs, in an old school, still have it as daily driving reliable. But let's slide on to the next components, all right? As he spoke about handling Canyon, handling Decker, handling all the lovely Canyon driving we got here in Southern California, UMI has blessed us with all the suspension components to be able to do that. Starting from the front cross member, lowering springs, rear trailing arms, Coney shocks. We got upper strut tower mounts, adjustable coil cups for the springs, upper lower control arms, front and rear sway bars, rear track bar. Basically every suspension component that you could throw at it that UMI offered, we are installing under this vehicle. Why? Because in the Canyons, ain't nobody touching them, all right? So speaking of keeping up, I know all the viewers are gonna ask, why are we dumping all this money, or actually not why is Adrian dumping all this money into a 1990 Camaro? I'm gonna let him answer that for you, all right? Go ahead.
So besides just the sentimental value that the car brings, I didn't want to just go out, you know, buy a Scat Pack, buy a Hellcat. I don't even know all the cars. I didn't want to just, I wanted
no
to build
disrespect
it.
to any of my Hellcat owners, all right? No
all the disrespect to everybody who just buys them new. I'm just kidding. But I wanted to build it. I wanted to build it from the ground up. I wanted to be a part of the entire process. I mean, that's why I'm here right now, is to be a part of the entire process and pick all the little details out and really build this car up. Because yeah, it's gonna be like a performance monster, hopefully, once we're done with it. But I also want it to look good and I want it to be my taste. My biggest thing for this build is nobody is gonna have anything similar to what we have. Like this is gonna be, yeah, everybody's gonna, I mean, people are gonna have 91 Camaros, but it's not gonna be done this way. It's gonna look extremely nice. That's why we're throwing so much into it.
Keep forgetting, I know I'm missing other stuff. So right behind me here, we have 2005 CTS-V brake components, which will be installed on the car to help it stop. Upgraded radiator, dual electric fans, but the most important part of this is that this car is currently in automatic. Tremec T56 is now gonna be in this thing, which is gonna convert it over to a manual. So this is gonna be a complete driver's car. You know, he'll be able to run through the power bands, RPM, hopefully be able to redline this thing all day. The car, I forgot to say, is also going to be NA, but this motor was built for boost. So like he said, this is phase one. Phase one, we're gonna get him back out there just to be able to break everything in. Who knows, phase two, maybe dropping a Whipple, Pro Charger, whatever one we like, you know? So enjoy the build. So yeah, basically right now, we got all the parts laid out. Pretty much went over everything that we gotta do. Cruise for this week right now, what is this? March 23rd, all right? March 23rd. Now that we got everything positioned where we need it, Monday of next week, I'm gonna get Vlad, Mondo, Austin. Basically, they're gonna break this whole thing down, all right? Front end's coming off. We're gonna have motor trans out, hopefully by Monday.
Okay.
And basically, suspension will come out by Tuesday. We gotta send the rear end out to Hooper's ASAP to have them rebuild that. So basically by Friday of next week, I'd like to have this thing at least mock up. Suspension in, motor trans in. Obviously, I know there's gonna be a few other things that, you know, will come into play. But the end game is I wanna be able to pop this hood so I can show you everything that we wanna delete, because obviously the focal point of this build is gonna be the engine bay. Right. And obviously we need to get rid of the two-tone that you got going on now with the red and the white.
Yeah.
So we'll mock everything up, whatever we don't need in the engine bay, you know, we'll delete. As far as holes, we'll shave, you know, reservoirs and whatnot. I mean, obviously I was telling you that you don't need windshield wipers no more.
I don't need it. No.
Yeah, delete
it's
that.
California.
Yeah, delete
we're in
that.
the drought.
We're gonna relocate the battery to the back of the car. So
All right,
like,
yeah. So
I would
delete
like
the
to
battery.
look at this and literally just see motor, you know, and that's it. AC, we'll do a delete over there on the firewall. I guess I gotta talk with Vlad about it to see how we're gonna run the coil packs and all that type of stuff. But all right, so you ready to do this?
Yeah.
Take your house keys off and all that shit.
Oh no, this is for
I
the trunk.
apologize in advance for my behavior.
I'm fucking with you. All right,
I started this ride
All right.
who knew I'd be the savior.
it's go time.
I did.
Yeah, I want a hot tub in the trunk,
Oh,
50-inch screen TV in the passenger.
we gonna put a fish tank,
Oh yeah, don't forget the chandelier on top of the
a fish tank, but with no fish.
I come alive in the night. More knowledge, more sonnets to write. More God in my life.